Hi guys, it has been a while. I can't remember the last time I posted on here, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of took this more seriously back in like last spring. So we're kind of circling back. It's a bit of a full circle moment. But I just had like a 7 hour, like 8 hour shift at my regular retail job at a bookstore that I'm low-key so sick of. But we'll get into that in a second because, oh my god. Anyways, point of the story and point of like the whole video today does anyone is anyone waiting for Chinese New Year? Because I'm not gonna lie, this Western New Year, it's literally been like 2025.2, like 2.0. There's been like no change. I mean, there has been change, but like spiritually and actually like emotionally, I'm not gonna lie, it's stale. I'm waiting. Shit's so bad. I'm waiting for the Eastern fucking like New Year for new energy to come in, you know? And like the gag is I'm looking ungrateful because there's so many new cool things that I've done. I've met up with people that I haven't seen in like 2 years plus. I'm starting like I have an internship with like a really cool record label. And I've had that for a year now. And like there are so many cool things I'm doing with that, and it's only expanding and only getting better. My old university that I graduated from, I graduated by the way. I graduated like last month and it was fun. It was great. Yeah, it was the cool start of things. But my university, like I told them about the record label thing that I'm doing and like cool opportunities. I'm not even gonna tell you guys because you know what? You guys will find out and some of you bitches be evil eyeing. So sorry. Anyways, I'm doing that and like they're literally hitting me up to say like, oh, we've noticed that you're doing this and like you're going on to that. Do you want to do an interview that's gonna get on the school website or like the uni website? Crazy stuff. Like name people that have been doing that at the age of 21, by the way. That's like big stuff. But then me with my human self being ungrateful as usual. I'm just like, oh my god, everything's the same and I'm not moving on. And I do think it's tied to the job and stuff. To the point where like after my shift, I'm like, I gotta get it out somehow, you know? So I feel like before I do any internship work, because I'm actually gonna turn this camera off eventually and do internship work, I was like, you know what? Get it out, regurgitate everything, and whatever, you know? Anyways, it's been such a long time since I let you guys know about anything. I think beforehand I was talking about a music project on here. Good news. That's still going strong. That's still going very strong, and it's actually been taken like to new levels. People that I never thought would get involved have actually got involved and helped me, and like I can't lie, this is gonna be a legendary debut. And I actually stuck to like a project for once and stuck to music. I've got like 3 songs done. It's like an EP thing, so it's probably like 4 or 5 songs. So what I need to do is 2 more songs because I want it to be like a chunky type of thing. I have an interlude ready as well. I just need to do like a little speaking part over it to make it artisanal and cool. That, and then that's done, and then I'm looking at summer for that release. And I'm the amount of help I'm getting with it, and people are actually taking it seriously, and like I actually feel like I'm a part of like the industry for once. But y'all gonna see soon. Y'all gonna see soon. So that's going on. And second of all, I'm like at my internship still and stuff, and that's amazing. And I'm doing like more stuff and I'm getting more involved. Like Loki, I started doing like content creation for them. So no longer am I just posting like other artists that are doing amazing things. I'm actually posting myself, and like my boss sent me like a few like vinyl type of things to like take videos of. So I do things like this and I do like that, and it's gotten so much love already from like different people. Like one of the guys who commented and said like, oh, you're doing amazing, Maya. If you taught yourself bass at any point in time and like used YouTube videos to do that, you would have come across this channel. Because like literally a few years ago, I didn't even know what a bass guitar was. And then I fell in love with it, and then I like decided to like learn about it and stuff like that. And I used to watch some of his YouTube tutorials. And then I did an album rollout with him and like made all the assets for his stuff last summer. And then now he's saying, oh Maya, you're so cool, like you rock and stuff. I'm like, you know? And that happened like last week. That happened last week. And I got so much love from all angles, like different people, friends, family, artists that I look up to, even like my boss and just like other people in the record label. Was insane. But as usual, humans were ungrateful, unfortunately, you know? So even though I see that, I'm just like, oh, well, what's next, you know? I've been doing a lot of like inner, I don't want to like make it buzzwordy, but I've been doing like inner work as well, and I've been like chasing things up. I don't want to like put it all out there, but like, I don't know, I've been like kind of taking care about how my brain operates and things like that, and chasing up like doctor's appointments and things like that to like see what's going on. And I've been making progress with that a lot, and I'm still like, okay, but what's next, you know? And then also I don't know, like projects with music and all that and stuff like that. And I've got people like messaging me saying, oh, we want to like run a little quick story on you for the uni stuff. I literally just like sent a few like emails back and forth, and the guy has all the materials he needs. He has my name, he has social links, he has like press photos, and now he's gonna run that, and that might be done like by the end of the week, and I can share that, and that's gonna be cool. But I'm still like, yeah, what's next and stuff. And I still am in this kind of like stale, stupid energy of just like being like, oh, I'm not going anywhere and I'm not doing anything. And I do think it's connected to the job. I've said it before. And like the other update is, whilst I'm still at this amazing record label and I want to be here as long as I can, I love it there, like genuinely, it's just if it could be my full-time thing, bro, I would gladly take that on. But it's just not, it's not that it's not looking that way right now, but it's a slow and steady process. I think I'll get there. We just got to build it up, become more reliable, become whatever, and kind of take things on bit by bit. That's like something that you nurture well. But then the most secure things are the things that don't take time, like that take time, you know, rather than just like snap and you're like at the top of the food chain there. So that's one thing. But whilst I'm still there, I am also unfortunately at my same retail job, and I'm getting sick of it now. I'm starting like, it's actually like number one NPC job, even though like you think it's like cute like bookstore thing. It's just like a concession and like a clothes store. So it's not even like any like, oh, type of like artisanal thing. Otherwise I think I would have a lot more patience for it, but I don't, you know. And I'm getting sick of it, and like some people like are leaving and stuff, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just waiting for my time, just waiting to like bide my time. And I've been really like down about it lately, and just like thinking like, oh my god. And it's not like I'm staying idle. I'm doing a lot of things in music and around music and just like other things in general, and like really trying to get my name out there and do different things to get me out of this fucking job. And it just feels like it's not happening, and I just feel like this is just the same energy and the same vibe and stuff. And I think that's probably what's made me feel like 2026 isn't all that different, you know? I'm not saying like when the clock hits midnight on like January 1st, your world's got to completely look different. The sky's got to be like a purple and the grass has got to be yellow, you know? I'm not saying it's got to be different, but you expect a shift. You expect like a kind of, you know, we're not where we used to be last year. But it just, I don't know, things are moving very slowly. And like, even though I'm doing things more than that like probably regular average person would be, it's still kind of like a bottomless pit, and I'm not sure how to fix it. Like, you consistently do well and you're striving for things, and like unfortunately the perfectionist in me though is like, yeah, great, cool, what's next though, you know? A lot of people would be happy to like get a story run on them, or like do the content creation thing now and be like really happy for with that for like weeks or months. Now I'm like, what else now? You know, it's kind of like a monopoly type of thing, and it's not like a healthy type of thing, and I don't know how to combat it, and I don't know how to get past it. This is probably one of my ways to get past it and move past it. But if you have this kind of like bottomless pit in your stomach and in your soul that just continues to consume things and continues to like not even consume like material things, because I know some people do actually material things and like consume, and it's just like never enough. I consume opportunities. That's my kryptonite. I'm kind of like pack around like here, getting all like the little baubles of like opportunities and creativity and like progress, and it just never seems like there's a start, and it's started since I was born, but like there's never an end, you know, and we're just constantly this, and like the goal keeps getting farther away and farther away and farther away. And it's like, okay, when are we actually gonna like not be lazy and not be like stagnant, but actually just pat ourselves on the back and actually like, you know, have peace with life? When? It's not coming, you know. I don't know where it is. I don't know where. Do I want to search? Because I don't know, it's not happening. So I'm just like wondering, when am I going to actually like decompress and think, you know what, I'm actually doing things. But I think I'm not going to until I move to this job, and it's like to another job, you know, because I think this is just definitely like the core of my kind of like stagnancy now. And this brings me to Chinese New Year. So essentially, I've always had like an obsession with Chinese New Year since I was younger. I always used to get frustrated with my mum, like, why can't we celebrate Chinese New Year? Like, that's not a culture. So, you know, just like like I'm British, like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say to you, Sunny. You know? So yeah, that was like a thing. And it's just, I don't know. My friend, like a really cool thing, like I'd kind of put two and two together, and I was like, oh my god, wait, I should actually like hang out with her for the day and kind of like do that, and you know, bring in something new, and maybe it'll like change me and heal me. But anyways, my friend is from Hong Kong. I met her at uni last year. She's lovely. I still keep in contact with all of my uni friends, which is lovely. All of my uni friends means two people, and then like a lot of other acquaintances, but they're all lovely. Like they will talk to you and like keep in contact with you. It's not like fucking high school where it's just actually like just like cancer, bro. It's thankfully. Anyways, she's from Hong Kong, so, and she celebrates Chinese New Year, and she's working here and stuff, and I think she's working on like the day where Chinatown has like a really big festival on Sunday. And she was quite apparently like upset and kind of sad that like she doesn't get to like celebrate it in Hong Kong because they do it big over there. So I was like upset with my stagnancy, and I was like, I feel like I need a second shot at New Year's. I do need a second shot at New Year's. And she was like, girl, I need someone to hang out with and celebrate this with, because it just feels like it's gonna fly me by. So I was like, we should do something. So we're gonna go to Chinatown and watch like the festivals and like watch the show, eat food, you know, be cool, have fun and stuff. And I feel like, I don't know why, but this is the first time in my like life that I feel like this just feels like 2025 point like 2.0. I'm sure people have other people have like felt like that, but this is the first time I've like felt like that ever. I'm just like, bro, where's the difference? Because there's no difference. There's no difference, guys. You know? I mean, there's so many differences, but then I don't recognize it because it's just ungrateful and like unobservant. So I think this is my way of like a big celebration like this and bringing in new energy. And I used to love like Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year. I was obsessed with it. So this is like me calling on my like 8-year-old self to like, please bring in new energy and like please just like give me inner peace with myself, you know. This is my New Year 2.0, you know, because it just feels like on New Year's it just feels like nothing really changed, and I'm just, I don't know what I'm trying to do. It's like a shot in the dark, but it's just like I'm trying to bring in something new and something fun, you know. I really want something to be different, and I just want my mindset to be different. Realistically, I'll be wishing for a new job on that day. I'll be wishing for a new job on that day, at least. But then, like, the gag is, okay, my last point, because this is, like, running, like, 15 minutes already. Back like I never left. Anyways, the gag is, though, I don't want to be the one that, like, goes from job to job working for people and then working for another person and working for another person. Like, my internship, I'm completely fine with that because I have, like, an amazing boss and stuff, and it's just, like, it doesn't feel like a job because I love it. Like, anything music, I'm on that immediately. But it just feels like I don't want to jump from one job to hate the next and hate, like, authority and hate, like, whatever, you know? So it's just kind of, like, I'm, like, trying to set up my own stuff and, like, trying to you know, and mold how I want my job life to kind of be, you know, until like my music does its own thing. Sorry, I just burped. But then it's just like, yeah, it's kind of like, sorry, I just burped again. I don't like want to fall into another job and think the same way, because it's such a slippery slope, and I feel like half of the world is on that fucking slippery slope and we don't even know how to get off. So yeah, that's like another thing. So yeah, guys, if you need a sign to celebrate Lunar New Year, this is your sign. Enjoy it. You know, maybe if you need a second life. Oh, second life, second chance. There we go. Second chance. Who keeps blowing up my fucking phone? Girl, someone keeps sending me Instagram messages and I don't know who's doing this. Anyways, okay. Before I go, in true Maya fashion, also One Love Jamaica. I love this shirt so much. It's like so cute. I love it so much. Let me show you 2 books that I've been reading this past month. I've been reading more, like I've read 6 books so far. It's like 3 per month, which is like quite good and stuff. Anyways, first one is Hunger Makes Me a Modern Girl by Carrie Brownstein. And she is from the guitarist, like, the rock trio Sleater Kinney, which is kind of like not Riot Girl, but it's like Riot Girl adjacent and stuff. They were like kind of doing their own thing, like post Riot Girl thing, but I don't want to put them in a box. I don't want to put them in a box, okay? So yeah, this is like really, really good, and it's just nice because it's just like, she kind of not came from nothing. She was like middle class or whatever, but like she did everything on her own back and kind of like picked up a guitar and just started and stuff, which is like really inspiring. Like, you don't have to have like a whole, you know, set up in life for what you want to do. And like, yeah, I think one of the reviews said, oh yes, okay, it's here. So Entertainment Weekly said this, and it kind of got me hooked. I was like, I was already halfway going to read this, but I was like, oh my god, this is really nice. Hunger should become the new handbook for every modern girl, and yes, boys too, looking for courage to pursue a life less ordinary. And I was like, I read that, and obviously with my stagnant energy ass self, I was like, oh, I need it right now. And it's like a small, it's not like too big, like it's a small read. It'll be fun, you know? And like she's got pictures and it's really cool, and it's just like, you know, I'm a sucker for music biographies as usual. That was like a really big trend that I kind of like created for myself in 2025, and that's one of the things I'm happy with bringing, you know, with me into the new year. But yeah, I think it's great. I think it's fun. And the other one is TikTok trash, because I was like, you know what, it's so dark outside, it's dark in my mind, it's dark in my soul, I need TikTok trash. So the first one, this is the second one, this is significantly chunkier than the first one, because the first one was like small, and I was like, okay, that's fine, let me like read it and like whatever. And I expected it to be trash and hate it. I was like, gonna hate read it. It's called Guild. The first one's called Guild, it's called Glint, and the next one's called like Gleam, Gold, Goldfinch, blah blah blah, you know, you can see where it's going. But it's like a sci-fi type of like, not low IQ, that's so rude, but just like if you don't want to like be reading Dostoevsky with all his fucking ideas, it's a good idea. And like if you just like, it's dark outside and you just don't want to think about life right now, escapism to the max, I recommend this. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let you guys know how everything goes. Hopefully I will take this up again, because like maybe it's just, maybe the fact that I'm like applying for jobs, and I'm obviously the job economy is really bad, but like I'm not really getting many opportunities, but it's common for everyone. This is just how it is as well. Just deal with it, put up and shut up. But oh god, what was my point with that? Oh, what was my point? Oh yeah, okay, so maybe it's like a sign to do my own thing, like focus on my music, focus on my internship, and then focus on YouTube and like TikTok and things like that, because I really let those fall by the wayside. So maybe it's a time for me to set up my own stuff, and maybe that's a sign for you as well. So yeah, anyways, bye guys.